is going to be a good review, so we can show that. Okay, so Mike, the recording is starting now. Okay, so this is OET language. We're going to look at the simple and the continuous, past and present, and we're going to practice today. So I've got some real OET letters, and I want you guys to look at these letters and tell me, okay, what tense we're going to use. First thing, though, is just to make sure that everyone can see my screen. Can everyone, oops, sure I've got the right thing here. Oops, it's going to be a good review. Can everyone see this?
Yes.
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 Yeah. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is, everyone, what's the first thing we do today?
You.
Review
The game.
4 tenses. Yeah, I was going to say, Alexi, before that, it will be the game. We'll do, in the class today, we'll do 4 tenses, and then we're going to look at a letter, then another letter, and you will all tell me, okay, Alan, use past simple here, and you'll tell me why today. Okay, so that's what we need to do today. We are going to start off with my game, Alexi, because actually this is the most common error, I think, in OET writing. Choosing the wrong form. Okay, when I say word formation, Alexi, what does that mean? Sometimes I think people don't know what that means. What does it mean, word formation? Word form. Or anyone? Can anyone tell me?
Adjective, noun, or verb.
Yeah, it's a
compound
form, the shape. Okay. So in OET, often we get things like this. How about something like admission? What is that?
Noun.
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 Okay. Now in this game, that was Rima. In this game, you have to try and beat Rima because she's very fast. See if you can say the answer before her, or Alexi as well. He's also very fast. What if I say something like into?
Oh.
Preposition.
Preposition. What if I say this?
Article.
Article.
Rima. So Hamza, you won that one. Rima, you won the second. Okay, what about this one? I want to make it competitive. What about something like refer?
Verb.
Verb. That was Rima again, then Lucinda. Okay. What about referral? Referral.
Adjective.
Is it an adjective? No, I don't think so.
No, a noun.
Noun. It could be both, I think, actually.
Referral letter.
Referral letters.
Letter is adjective.
Yeah. We say referral letter is an adjective, or we can say she is due for our referral.
Yeah, that's a noun.
That would be a noun. Okay. This is why it's important. This is really why it's important. Okay. Because people always make mistakes. Okay. What about something like how about Wheelie Walker?
No.
That's a noun. Rima. Okay, Rima, you're not allowed to answer the next one. You're too good. What about this, guys?
Verb.
It's a verb and a noun, actually.
Noun.
I went for a walk. This is a noun. Okay. Okay, something very much OET. I'm going to choose one now, from a real OET letter, and now it gets very difficult. So just 1 second. I'm going to go to a real OET letter, and I'm going to choose. How about this? Lifestyle.
No.
Noun.
What does it mean, lifestyle, guys? What does lifestyle mean?
Verb, job,
Everything we do.
diet, sport.
Okay, what about this?
Activity.
Well, this is from a real letter now. Order.
Noun and
Noun.
verb.
Noun.
Verb and a noun, right? So this is, what does it mean, order, Alexi? What are we talking about, an order?
When we ask for something, well, it's not asking, isn't it? It's request.
Yeah, we might say blood tests were ordered. What does that mean?
Yeah. Not imperative.
Requested, yeah.
Blood tests were ordered, right? So this word we do use a lot. Blood tests were ordered. It's when we ask for something. Okay. Okay, one more and then we'll start this class. Let me find a difficult one. Now be careful. Fasting.
No.
That's a verb.
No.
Now this is a gerund, isn't it? An ing. Okay. But if I say, for example, fasting glucose level,
Well, of
Well,
Alan had
Adjective.
Adjective.
Adjective. Okay.
Okay.
So this ing can be an adjective, it can be a noun, it can be a verb. Okay. But usually I think in OET, probably that will usually be adjective, because we normally say fasting glucose level or something like that, right? We don't normally say Mrs. Green is fasting today. We might though. We might. It depends. Okay. It can be a verb as well. Okay, let's get started with this. You're going to see more of this kind of thing today, but today we're going to focus on tenses, okay? And we're going to look at the 4 tenses together today. So past simple and present simple. Past continuous and present continuous. We're going to quickly review those. You should find this easy now because we had 2 days. Then I'm going to show you a real OET letter. And I want you guys to think about what verbs do we need and what tenses do we need. Maybe I'll put you in groups depending on the time, okay? And then we'll look at another letter. And again, you will think about what verbs do we need, what tenses do we need. So let's get started, all right? We studied these 4 tenses already, okay? Present simple, past simple. Present continuous, past continuous. And I'm going to ask Anna, I know you were in the class, Anna, yesterday, but do you know, why do we use present simple, please? Just Anna,
We
please.
used to
Go on.
we use present simple with action which is happening right now.
Ooh, that's what we talked about on Monday. That's actually not quite right. Okay. Action that's
Because-
happening now would be this, Anna.
It will be the present continuous.
Yeah, so just to give you an
Right.
example, if I say Mrs. Green is experiencing, or Mrs. Green is running, this is present continuous, and it's happening now. Okay, she is running now. What do we use present simple for, guys? What do we say? Beginning with R, everyone.
for routine.
Routine.
Routine and fast.
Forgot.
So, for
Fact.
example, Anna, if Mrs. Green is doing something every day, we would use present simple. So, Mrs. Green eats healthy food. Okay. So, remember, guys, it's a very common error. Don't worry, Anna, this is very common to think that the simple is talking about this. It's not, it's the continuous. Okay. So, we talk about routines. We also talk about, what if I say, you know, water boils at hot temperatures? What's that?
Fact.
Boils.
Habitually.
Fact.
It's a fact, isn't it? And we talked about this already. And we also, I'm going to add this in today. What if I say Mrs. Green, I don't know, train departs on Wednesday. Mrs. Green's train departs on Wednesday. What's the meaning? Anyone here?
Futuristic means
It's a kind of a future, isn't it? We can talk about future scheduled things. Okay. So these are the meanings of present simple. Today we're going to look at an OET letter and you will see examples. Okay. But just to give you a simple example, I eat apples. This is present simple. Okay. Present continuous can be an action that's happening now. Mrs. Green is running. Or we could say, what if I say Mrs. Green is studying a lot these days? What does that mean? Anyone? What does it mean here?
Recent routine.
Yeah, a recent routine. Farouk, do you have any recent routines?
Yes, every day. I do the same. Yeah.
What is your recent routine? Can you say?
Joining, yeah. I'm joining the class every day.
Okay, so I am joining the classes. I am studying every day. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can say these days, Farouk, to emphasize.
These days, yeah.
So guys, this is a recent routine. Remember we said that. There's one other thing we can do with the continuous. What is it?
Arrangement.
Future
huge.
arrangements. Okay. You can say I am going to, or you can just say the continuous tense. So for example, can anyone give me an example of a future arrangement for Mrs. Green? Put your hand.
I'm going to my appointment tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going to my appointment tomorrow. What else, guys? Mrs. Green is going to her appointment What else can we say? Anyone?
This week.
This week.
Yeah. we
On
can- It's not, it
previous
doesn't always
day.
have to be going to. Going to is a future. Sometimes people say that's future. We could say
This
Mr.
afternoon.
Green is
Well,
attending, right? We can say that. It's all future. It's an arrangement. Now, does anyone remember the difference between saying Mrs. Green is attending and Mrs. Green will attend? Does anyone put your hand up if you remember?
yeah.
Farouk, I know you know this, but let's see some other people. Come on, guys, put your hands up if you can answer. Let's try Fatima. What's the difference between will and
Hello.
Hello.
Will very certain.
yeah, we're very certain, right? But if it's just a future plan, a future arrangement, in that case, we'll say Mrs. Green is attending. Okay. All right. So we did this on Monday. We've already looked at this. Let's look at past simple now. And I want Amir to say hello, or we could have Savinch.
Sorry, Alan.
Farid, go on.
Hello. Yeah.
Saying sorry, Farid. I'm not sure why.
Yeah,
Amir, Savinch,
If
because you're
Miss
interrupted.
Green
Yeah.
is attending her appointment, if we don't mention this week, is it okay?
Yes. Yes, it is. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Now, Savinch, can you say hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Good,
Now,
good morning.
is past simple a past routine? Is that right?
Yes.
Yes.
Finish happening. Finish in the past.
Is this right, Savinch? This one.
Past
Yes.
routine. Yes. Yes.
And Farid, try not to talk over Savinch. I'm just speaking to her. We're on Zoom, so you cannot talk at the same time as her.
Okay.
So, Savinch, it's not right. This is not past routines. Okay. We use past
Okay.
simple to talk about, you said, finished.
Action in the past.
Yeah, in the past. So finished actions in the past. Often with, guys, specific what?
Time.
Time. Okay, so Savinch, give me an example. Give me an example.
Ago. Yesterday. Last week.
Give me an example of a full sentence, something that you might say in OET.
Mr. Jones reported chest pain.
Reported chest pains. Is that right, guys? Everyone?
But you need to have a time as well.
Just
Well, you don't need to, Kwaja, but very often we do. Very often we would
Yes,
say
okay.
on Monday, something like that. Okay. So in the present for OET, we would say Mr. Jones, we might say, is overweight, right? This would be a fact about Mr. Jones. In the past, though, we're going to talk about actions that are finished now. Clearly finished actions. Okay. And we can use words like ago, yesterday, on Monday, blah, blah, blah. What about past continuous? Ronica, could you say hello? Or Shashini? What did we say about past continuous? What's the meaning?
In past continuous, the meaning, the action is happened in the past in the ongoing moment.
Okay, so it can be a past ongoing. Okay, it can be a past ongoing moment sometimes. But what did we say as well? We use it for example,
interruption.
Action in past with duration.
interruption. Yeah, so an interruption. Or
And
we could use
happening of the same time as another one.
yeah, two actions at the same time. So who said that? Who was talking then?
Shashini.
Shashini, really good. Shashini, give me an example of like an interruption.
Mr. Jones was experiencing pain when he fell down.
Yeah, when he fell down. So this one, I suppose this is interruption, or is it two actions at the same time? It's difficult, probably both here, but it's a good example. Because I could say, look, I could say while he fell down. This would be same time, right? Same time. Or I can say when he fell down. This would be the interruption. It's very close, the idea. Okay. So we're gonna use these tenses like this. We can use when for the interruption one. and we often use while or to at the same time. Okay. Now, we studied this yesterday, and the day before as well, we studied these ones. So I will take some questions, but today it's really about practicing. I want you to tell me what the correct tense should be in a real letter, okay? And tell me why. But let's take some questions. So Alexei, you've been very patient there, sir. It's so nice to have you in the class. Do you have a question for me, or was that from before? He's put it down. He doesn't.
Sorry, that was from before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyone else, any questions on this? It's okay if you have them, just put your hand up and I will.
Alan, the last
Great.
sentence,
Go
Mr.
on.
Jones was experience or experience?
Mr. Jones, oh yeah, sorry, I always forget this. You have to point this out, guys. What's this called, guys? This is the
Auxiliary verb.
auxiliary verb. Okay. It's easy to forget the auxiliary verb, but yes, we always need that auxiliary verb. Okay, Farid, sir, go on.
Yeah, I was asking also the auxiliary verb, but when he fell down or he fell down?
Ooh, felt. That one.
Okay, yeah,
No.
thank you.
What does felt mean, guys? He's getting very confused.
Past form of
Yeah, the past form.
It's not. It's not.
What?
He felt hungry. Is that past? I suppose. Yeah. It's the past of a different verb, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
He feels.
feel.
Feel.
Okay. Does that mean the same as fell? Fall?
No.
No, sorry. Yeah.
Oh, you're getting confused with your words. And this is the game again, right? Why do I play that game every day? Because he's confusing the forms. He's confusing the type.
Fall down, fall down.
Yeah, but felt is past of feel, right? Not past
Yeah.
of. Okay, so let's think about this. If I show you a letter, do you guys think that you can just use these simple rules here and tell me what tense I should be using? What do you think? It's a real letter. Let's try, okay? I'm going to show you the letter now, okay? I'll show you a real letter. There will be some blanks. We are simply going to fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks, okay? Before we do, though, I want to mention something. Do I say, can I show you an example? If I say today, Mr. Jones attended my clinic and he is overweight. When did Mr. Jones come into the clinic?
It's past.
This is
the past.
So we shouldn't put today.
should I say he was overweight? Or should
No,
I say he is?
No.
You will see this question now when we look at the letter. What's the answer? It's really easy, actually. Quadjo, should I say is or was?
And he is overweight.
I think is.
Is because it's
He was-
routine.
This one happened in the past, right?
In this sentence was.
And he was overweight.
Wait a second. So, firstly, Anna, it's not a routine, it's a fact. Okay. Now, this is happening in the past. But is this going to change, guys? Will that change?
No.
He attended today, a few hours ago. Will it change? The answer is no. So when we know that, it's not going to change. We can use the present to talk about this.
But Alan, we no need E. Sorry, we no need E here
But
because
that doesn't mean that's not the point. That's beside the point. Okay. The point is the verbs, the tenses today. It's not about subjects today. Okay?
Yeah, Alan, I've got a question, but what happened with today? Because today it's a timestamp, which mean we have to delete it because Mr. Jones attended my clinic. It is in the past, so today it's expressed. It is happening today.
Yeah, but we say this all the time. That's my point. Okay. Even though we're saying today, it can be in the past. Even when
But we can say Mr. Jones has attended.
Of course. But that's not the point. The point is, what verb do I use here? What verb do I use here? Okay. So let's go and, so now, with that in your minds, I'm sure you have other questions. We can talk about those, but just remember, when I show you this letter, think, is it present or past? And the answer is, will that thing change in a few hours? Okay. All right, so here's the first letter. This is the first letter I'm going to show you today. Can everyone see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And I'm making this quite difficult because I'm not really giving you the verbs. I want you guys to think about what verbs we can put in here. All right. And what time are we on? I think I'm going to put you guys into groups. Okay, so I want you to go into the Zoom groups. You need to think, okay, what verb is it? You can discuss that. And then you're going to discuss what tense is it? Okay. So for example, the first one is really easy. What tense am I using here, guys?
Continuous.
Present
Continuous.
continuous.
This would be the continuous, wouldn't it? So we say,
Present
I'm writing.
I am writing. Okay. And why do we say the continuous here? Why do we
Because we now are writing.
It's happening now, right? It's happening. I'm writing the letter now. Okay. So go into the groups. I'll give you 5-10 minutes, 5 or 10. I just want you to fill in the blanks. You need to think about what verbs do we need, but also, is it past? Is it present tense? Is it continuous tense? Okay. Try to remember what we've said these last 2 days. The rooms are open now. Please go in and you can start. Okay. So I would say, fill in the blanks. Okay, so if you're watching on YouTube, this is the kind of class we do every day. It's just practicing writing. We do one of these every day, Monday to Friday. Okay. Okay, so we've got a few people back. Welcome back, guys. Can you all hear me?
Yes, Ellen.
What I do is I wait till one group come back, and when one group comes, everyone must come. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
you guys finished? Definitely, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so let me get everyone back. Okay, guys, time is up. Please, can I ask you to stop your discussions? Come back to the main room and we'll go through what tenses we should use and we can discuss many things. Okay, so let me just close the rooms. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it takes about 60 seconds for all the rooms to close. So what normally happens is we just chat while we wait. Did you find that difficult? Did you find it easy?
It was easy, not difficult.
Yes, okay.
Also,
It was it was okay.
Later on, it gets more difficult. And then they're saying, I think this one will be more difficult. We'll do this together. Okay. But I think this is what you have to do in your letter. You have to just choose what tense am I doing here? We don't use a lot of present perfect. We don't use that much. We use past perfect sometimes. But the two main ones really are past simple and the continuouses.
Most of the time.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what you need. Obviously, passive is key, and we'll study passive very soon. Okay, is everyone back? I think everyone's back. Say hello if you're back.
Yes.
Hello.
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 Everyone except for Mohammed was back. Okay. All right. So the first one, we all know this. It should be I am writing regarding, and this is, we said already, Farouk told us this is continuous because it's happening now. It's happening now. Okay. What about this one, everyone? It is.
Is married.
Is.
Is
married.
married.
Is married.
Present simple.
Hard.
Verbs.
Why? Why?
Present simple.
Or we can say was married as well. We can because
Hard.
Not was.
We cannot
Has.
say that. We cannot say was married. And what's the reason? What's the reason here, guys?
Facts. Facts.
yeah, fact.
Yeah.
It's not a routine, is it?
No.
No.
That's right.
It sounds funny.
I wish it was.
Everyday married.
Every
It is a fact. Okay, so please note now. I'm just going to ask Alexi, what verb and what tense here? He
Has.
He has.
He has nominal.
So this is
Yeah.
we're just using the present simple to give
Yeah.
facts about this guy, Mr. Collister.
Yes.
Very easy. Now we wouldn't use the past tense here. Be careful. Was it Hussein who said you definitely, if you say that, that means his wife is dead now or something, or he's divorced. So it's definitely not the past tense here. Usually in what type of paragraph is this? What do we call this? Anyone?
Background.
Background, yeah.
Social background.
Like.
In the background paragraphs, we use past and present. It's not only past, we can use present as well. Okay, so you can see here, it's all present. Okay, what type of paragraph is this though?
Timeline.
Timeline paragraph.
Timeline or a one day kind of paragraph. Okay, so I'm going to ask a specific person, Anna, if it's okay, because you've got your hand up. Tell me the verb, please, Anna. This is tricky, this one. Anna, or we can
Yeah.
by Ruxana, you two.
So we can say was complaining with knee pain or he was
Complaining of.
experienced
Complaining
or-
of. Okay, so you could say was complaining of. Okay.
Yeah.
Now complaining.
It's not official in OET.
Yeah. Now, well, yes and no. Some OET teachers, and I agree. Some OET teachers say that Anna, that's a bit judgmental to say that they are complaining. So be careful with that one. However, Anna, you did what I wanted. What tense is she using? She's using.
Past continuous.
And it's pain, right?
Can we say Alan present it with knee pain?
Yeah, you could use that. But you could
Was
also-
experience.
So we could say presented with. That's okay. Okay.
And it's not experience.
But
Was
guys,
experiencing.
how about this? Alan was talking when people interrupted him.
Yeah.
Don't do it, please. We're on Zoom now. We can have the past simple, But usually with pain, sir, my advice is use the continuous with pain. It normally sounds more natural. So the best sentence for me is was experiencing.
Yes.
That's right.
And if you chose that in your group, well done. It's not wrong to use the past simple. It just doesn't sound as natural in English. When I say natural, Hussein, what do I mean by natural?
It means something which a fact that you know.
Can anyone help me? What do I mean by natural language?
The way that the native people
The
speak.
normal
Native speaker. Okay, so it just has that little bit more of a sound of that. Okay, now I'm going to ask Ronica and Shashini. Mr. Collister, blank of tiredness. What do I have here? Ronica and Shashini, or Ola, or Rajinder? If you can be quick, please, guys, because we need to move.
Was experiencing.
Thank you. So, well, with of, it would be complained of.
Yeah,
Complained of. Now, we already said that this is not very good. We already said that, right? So probably better you could say was experiencing if you want. Or it's not pain here. Is it pain? I suppose.
No.
No tiredness. Yeah, sorry.
Feeling
Yeah,
was feeling
yeah, I would say was experiencing, okay? Was experiencing. Now, if you want to avoid repeating, we don't want to repeat the same thing. So you could say as well, reported.
Reported. Yeah.
Yeah. That would be past simple. It sounds okay though with past simple when we're using reported or stated or informed me. Yeah, that sounds good. It sounds natural. Okay. Is it was or is not compliant? What do we
Was,
think?
because
Was not.
In this case, it was.
was.
But it's the 4th of February. It's not today.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it could, maybe it has changed. We don't know if it's changed. So we're going to say was. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Because of this day. When it comes to today, we can think, okay, will that change in 2 hours? Okay, well, we'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so therefore he blank still overweight.
Yes. Was. He
Was.
Was again, yeah, right. Again, it's exactly the same thing because it's this day. And actually, it should not be 04 like this, guys. It should be 4th. Okay. Elena, do you have a question for me?
About the knee pain, can you put like reported knee pain as well?
Yeah, so for with reporting, it does sound okay. Yeah, it sounds a bit better. Yeah, good question. Good question. Okay, now you stay with me. Is that Elena? So
Yeah.
you reported that he blank worked long hours when symptoms started.
Maybe he was working.
What do we think, guys? Is she right?
I think it's she's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is the Hussein? If it's when symptoms started, what
At
is
the
the
same times it's happened.
Present.
Action.
Present interrupted.
interrupted?
Yeah, interrupting.
Sometimes it's unclear whether, but you get the idea. It's one. It's 2 or 3. It's 2 or 3. Okay. So there's 2 actions in this story. Okay. What about this one? Mr. Colster informed me that his tiredness and sore eyes blank the same. Anyone?
Was the same.
Was the same.
Now,
Are.
you could say
Are
were,
the same. Were.
but you can actually, because it's today.
Are the same.
Are the same.
So Mohammed, if you put your microphone on, you just think, will this change after? Because when did we speak to Mr. Collister? How many hours ago?
Earlier today.
In the past, maybe 1 hour before, 2 hours before, and then you write the letter. So it's not going to change, is it? It's not going to change in that time. So you can, if you want, you can say are. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes.
Alan, so we report right now. We write the letter right now. It is in the morning, but so I think it's in the. We should write in the past.
Again, Najibullah, you're not listening. I just said that. Okay, Najibullah, are his eyes going to change in the time from the consultation to the time writing the letter?
No, it's not changed, but we write right now, and he early in the today he reported it. Inform us.
Yeah, I don't understand what you mean, okay, but we'll talk about this again. I think most people are clear on this. If it's not going to change, if it cannot change in that time, you can use present. And also, it doesn't really matter. You can also use past. Okay, so this is a win-win situation for you. But I'm just telling you why sometimes people use the present, because it's today. Okay, his vital signs and respiratory examination. Blink.
Detected.
Showed no abnormalities or referred. Yes.
Or show.
Yes, showed.
So
Again,
So
is that going to change? Is it going to change?
Vital
No.
signs might change
Has no
anytime.
abnormality.
show.
I'm going to run out of time here, but I'll just go slowly. Okay, so let's think about this. Let's have a timeline. Okay, so this is Mr. Collis's day. This is today. Okay, and this will be. I'm running out. I can't find my thing here.
Excuse me.
Alan.
Please don't interrupt me, Norzad. Okay, I'm trying to explain something. Okay, this is the visit. Okay, it's today. Let's say the visit is at 9 a.m. Okay. When do you write the letter?
Maybe 11 o'clock.
Maybe immediately after.
After we did.
Probably after, wouldn't it be? 9:30? Whatever,
Yes.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so how much time between the visit and writing the letter?
30 minutes.
15
Half an
minutes.
hour.
Will his eyes change?
No.
No. Will the results of the tests be irrelevant? No.
No.
So you can use the present tense if you want. If you don't want to, use the past tense. That's also okay. But this is what we're saying. When it's today, doesn't matter. Okay? It's not if it's not going to change. If you think that it can change inside that time, what tense do we use?
Past.
Past, right? So maybe if he has some bleeding that could have stopped, you would use the past. Okay, that's how it works in English. That's how we think about it. All right, what about this then? So this could be test results showed. Again,
Confirm or revealed.
confirm, confirm or confirmed. It doesn't matter. All right. Okay, so now, Nilzad, I'll take that question, sir, and I'll take a few other
Yeah,
ones.
Alan, I completely understand what you explained it before, that since it's not changes, still we can use present simple tense. But my question is, in case, just in case, if someone use simple past, grammatically it is wrong or correct, or what's that?
Yeah, as I was saying, actually you can use both, but
Okay.
sometimes natives will use the present. Go on, sir.
It is
Yes.
like
Yes, but if the symptom remain, then the back shift, then there will be no back shift, because as you said, the symptom is still there. So use the present.
Yeah, usually natives will use the present because they're thinking there's no way it's going to change in that time, so I'm going to use the present. Right?
Because the tiredness and sore are still present. That's why.
For example, I mean, look at this. It would be crazy. Look at this. Imagine I said, Mr. Collister is 6 feet tall. Okay. In the UK, we use feet, not other ones. Should I say was?
No, she is.
No.
Why not? Why not was? Why not was?
Because he is still.
He's not going to change. He's not going to grow. He's not going to change his height in that time. So that's what I'm saying. That's the logic of this. If you think there's a chance it can change, then yes, present past tense. If there is no real chance of it changing, let me give you another example.
it is opposite of second conditional clause. It is the present, but you use simple past.
No. It's
Another
narration
example.
rule. It is in sorry.
You guys are really interrupting. And also, this point is so simple. Stop it. It's so simple. Look, what if I say Mr. Collister is depressed? Should I say was depressed or should I say is?
Is.
Is.
In 30 minutes, will you change his mental depression?
No.
No.
It's so simple. So stop asking me these questions. It's really, really simple. Okay. Now, let's look at this one. We don't have time, but why don't I give you this for an assignment? You can do this yourselves. Okay. So guys, take a photograph now. Let me turn my camera off. Take a photo with your phones if you can. And what do I want you to do here?
Complete the blanks. I mean,
Fill the blanks, yeah.
Blanks. And we will do this. We will start tomorrow with this. Okay? So we can start tomorrow. And again, you're going to have the same thing again. Blood test is positive. Blood test was positive. It's the same question that we are debating. But it's really simple. You can have both. So it's a win-win situation. What does that mean, win-win?
It means you can use any of them.
Both are
Present
fine.
or past.
Okay, but I'm explaining why native speakers like me will use the present sometimes. Okay. All right, so I'm going to finish there. This is your.
Excuse me, Alan. Alan, please.
Yes, you're welcome to interrupt me. Go on.
Just to turn to the previous one, which was corrected, we have to take photo.
No, you can see that on the website. I mean, if you want, so you can take a. I don't mind if you want to take a photo.
Yeah, and could you please calculate how many words inside this ideal letter?
It's an interesting question, the word count. All right. Does that matter, guys, the word count?
Yeah, we just only to adjust ourselves between 120 and 270 or 30.
Yeah, but the word count is a guide only. So Adnan, they will not count your words. In IELTS, they'll count your words. In OET, they will not count them. The examiner will not count the words. Interesting.
He was still overweight, but it's a fact. Why he was not is.
Yes, yes.
Fareed.
Sorry, Alan.
It's okay. It's okay. Guys, so Anna, don't worry about the word count because that one is, I think it's better. Adnan, only worry about too much like irrelevant detail.
Yeah.
That's where you can really lose marks in OET. But if you go over the word count or even under, OET have told me personally, you will not lose for 10 words over, 10 words under. They won't even count it. Okay. Okay, guys, do this for tomorrow. Don't send it me, just do it, and tomorrow we'll go through the tenses at the start of the class, and then we'll move on to a different topic. Okay. Thanks for a great
Thank you.
Alan,
Thank
you. Goodbye.
Thank
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan.
See you all tomorrow.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Bye bye.